I'm good. Hey, I'm coming right back to you like I said that I would. I just wanted to end that live so that it was short enough for me to add it to Instagram. It has to be under an hour. But if you want to grab the book, this is the title of that book. I know it's backwards. Let me see if I can I flip the camera, RJ? If I double tap it, will it flip? Yeah, there we go. What your clutter is trying to tell you. Uncover the message in the mess and reclaim your life. So this is the book that I was just reading from. For those of you who want to grab it, need to grab it, and read more in detail what it is talking about. All right. I just wanted to make sure I ended that live so I had enough time. So it was under 60 minutes so that I could load it up to Instagram, because they are not always able to get over here and they like it when I load up over there. So I didn't go back to look at the questions. Oops.
I feel like I'm breaking out.
I feel like you're disturbing my lives.
And I feel like I'm hungry.
You're always hungry. That's nothing new. And I feel like I needed to detangle my hair.
Are you looking at the air? Because there's really nobody there.
There are people here.
No, over here.
I'm looking at you. You want to say hi?
Hi.
They can't see you. Put your face in the camera. Oh, you trying to cover it because you don't got no shirt on your little bird chest?
Hi.
What did you just ask me when I ended the live? What did I say about what? The closet? What did you say?
The attic.
Oh, let's go back to the attic. You got something up there or something that I don't know about?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know what's in the attic.
Nothing's in our attic. I'm not going in there.
You said something is in there.
I was talking about if people have stuff in their attic, what that is tied back to emotionally.
What? I remember seeing something black in the attic.
I don't remember.
It looks
Y'all, that quote, clutter is a temper tantrum of the soul, and it's time to listen closely to what it's saying. Good God, that one right there. Like, a temper tantrum of the soul? That one is deep right there. I was trying to see if there was anything that I didn't read that I want to... I think I read all of that. This says, okay, let's talk about this really quick. Clearing clutter is about getting rid of anything that is no longer a fit for your life. It is about creating space for true fulfillment and joy and welcoming in the universal abundance that is waiting for you. Some of your clutter has accumulated because of ineffective systems, but it all has an emotional component. I think I read that part. When you explore what component that is, you reveal incredible insights into why you aren't accomplishing your goals and how you're getting in your own way over and over again. Maybe you like to be in a loving romantic relationship, but you can't seem to find someone who fits the bill. There's a lot of people out there like that. What are your current relationships with friends and family like? Could they use some boundaries? If so, those dynamics are likely clogging up your relationship center and leaving no room for someone new. Are you holding on to things from past relationships that cause you grief? I know some people that are still talking about stuff that happened 5, 10, and 15 years ago. Talking about partners from 5, 10, and 15 years ago. Why? I know people that have to be friends, remain friends with everyone they've ever been in a relationship with. Why is that? We need to talk about that. All right? Do you feel undeserving of love? That's what that post said. It said a lot of people think they're depressed, but it's not depression. It's a lack of self-worth. It's feeling like you're undeserving, and it's a lack of self-love. So depression can look like undeserving and self-love, lack of self-love, feeling like you're undeserving and lack of self-love. This blocking belief might be the culprit. That's all clutter. Do you stress about money? Clutter in the form of blocking beliefs around money, a disorganized bill-paying system, or resentment of those who have more than you could very well be keeping the money away. Clutter has a lot to tell you about what's off balance in your life. It's like a flashing arrow pointing to the areas that need attention. Identify an aspect of your life that isn't going the way you'd like, and there will be corresponding clutter. RJ, why are you singing in my background in my live?
What are you gonna make me?
For what?
I'm hungry.
You're always hungry.
Because I have.
I'm gonna make the bed. I'm gonna take that sheet back so you can get under the covers and go to bed. That's what I'm gonna make you.
No, that's not you.
All right, quickly, guys. Let's talk about books, because I know that I can be a book hoarder. I was gonna call myself a book whore, but I won't say that. Book hoarder. And there are some books on my shelves that I need to let go of because I'm never gonna read them again, or I don't believe the way that I used to when I was reading those books. So some of those should go. I actually decluttered some books when I cleaned out my garage a few weeks ago. All right, books hold a lot of promise. Novels are a pleasant escape. Self-improvement books offer advice on or answers to long-time struggles. And resource books are handy when you need a quick reference. If that was all they represented, choosing which ones to keep and which ones to get rid of would be easy. But for many people, books can feel like dear friends. I can relate to that. You may have gotten swept up in the stories and gone on adventures with the characters. How could you possibly part with them? It all depends on how they make you feel now. Just because you once loved something doesn't mean that you should keep it forever. Keeping anything, including books, out of any kind of obligation takes up important energy in your life that could be available for something that is aligned with your current goals and values. Books multiply quickly. They do. Particularly because they are easy purchases and can provide immediate gratification without even cracking the covers. Take a moment and think about your stash. How do you feel about how many you own? Are they well organized, scattered in various rooms? Have you read most of them? Are the majority novels, self-improvement, or resource books? How does your body feel when you consider letting some of them go? I took my client Roger through a quick exercise during one of our calls. While we were on the phone, I asked him to scan his bookshelf and pause on a title here and there, paying attention to any thoughts that came up. Most of his library consisted of unread self-improvement books. As he paused to read a title, I asked if he felt guilty for not having read it, if he was excited about the help it might provide once he dove into it, and if he felt any tension or flutters in his body when he scanned the book. Over and over, he mentioned feeling a combination of excitement and guilt, including guilt over the excitement. He could remember buying a book with the hopes of gaining insights and help, but then because he never read it, seeing the book made him feel, in his words, guilty and pathetic. So we talked about his tendency to look for something or someone to rescue him because he felt stuck and hopeless, and concluded that looking outside of himself for healing that could always come from within would leave him always searching. That's profound. Through our work together, Roger began to see his books as important tools on his journeys, tools to access his own wisdom instead of powerful pages containing the answers to all of life's mysteries. By convincing himself that the solution to everything he struggled with were in those books, it was no wonder he wasn't reading them. The pressure that comes with the risk of having that kind of knowledge and still not being fulfilled or happy had been too much for him. Better to stay ignorant and have excuses for not making progress, right? Now, not only was Roger able to sort his books more easily, he even donated several. He also became a passionate reader of those he kept and began making incredible strides towards the life that he dreamed of living. All right, and then I'm not going to do magazines. I'm going to do clothes, and then I'm going to shut it down. Because there's some of us hoarding some clothes, honey. The ones we used to fit. The ones we think we're going to get back into. The ones that we're like, oh, I'm going to wear this. I didn't wear it last winter, so I'm going to wear it. I mean, let me teach y'all a trick. Turn that hanger the wrong way, right? All your fall stuff and your winter stuff that you're about to pull out, and you know, if it's already in your closet because you have a big enough closet to hold all of your seasonal clothing, turn those hangers the wrong way, right? So if you normally have the hook going this way in your closet, turn it that way so that you can see it. Anything that still has the hanger facing this way at the end of winter because you didn't wear it, get rid of it. You're not going to use it. You're not going to wear it. Another rule of mine with clothes that I have or shoes is that if I bring in a pair, I got to get rid of a pair. If I bring in a shirt, I got to get rid of a shirt. It's just a rule to help me keep things down. Okay? I'm sure you can guess the messages your clothes are sending you. You're not thin enough, attractive enough, stylish enough, fun enough, just not enough. What hangs on that rod is more than just fabric, and it can make you feel pretty bad about yourself. The memories and feelings associated with those items can make cleaning out your bedroom closet much more difficult than it needs to be. Some may trigger happy memories, others painful. Both can make it difficult to let go of them. Take thin or fat clothes as an example. I'm going to save these jeans because I'm going to fit into them again someday. Or I've really done well with getting healthy, but I'm going to hang on to those clothes that are too big just in case I slip back. Either way, those clothes are sitting in your closet or in your dresser, taunting you like the books on your shelves, telling you that you are not good enough. Go take a look in your closet or your dressers. See if you can find 5 items that you haven't worn for 6 months or more. Now ask yourself why you keep this piece of clothing. Is it a just in case item? Does it remind you of a happier time? Do you still love it? Doing this is a great start in determining if your clothes truly represent who you are today, or if they're interpreting your journey instead. So I challenge you to do that. Go find 5 things either in your closet or in your dressers. I didn't even read this recently. I knew that I was going to bring it to the live, but like I said yesterday, I can't even tell y'all how many bras I threw in the trash. Underwear I got rid of. And old socks that some of them just had no elastic in them. And I bought in new socks, so I'm like, I need to get rid of this old stuff because I felt like the new socks were just sitting on top, barely able to close the drawer because all the stuff that's underneath it. So everything's good now. All right, so, I want to do this one. Draining relationships. Y'all want to talk about draining relationships? Let me see. Neff been talking. Nana, swipe the comments to the side. What you talking about, Neff? Let me see. Neff said, I still have books from college courses. That's a symbol of me zipping my lips because I do too. I halted changing my den into a homeschool room because I can't bear to get rid of the books I've already read or know I won't read. Oh, you're attached to. I transitioned to 10-item capsule wardrobe. Awesome. I would love to do that one day. I almost passed out, but I'm much happier now. And the reality is the 80-20 rule. We wear 20% of the stuff 80% of the time. So it's not crazy to have a 10-item capsule wardrobe because that's what we do when we have all the other 90% of that stuff. 70%, whatever the percentage is, when you had all of the stuff before you transition to that 10 capsule, you know what I'm saying? Like, we only wear 20% of the stuff 80% of the time. That's why I said turn them hooks, turn them the wrong way, and watch how little of those things you use the whole season. You're gonna be getting rid of stuff. Let's do draining relationships really quickly. Think about the people in your life, your tribe. Are they loving, supportive, inspiring? Do you often feel taken advantage of, walked on? Are you exhausted after spending time with certain people? Having relationships that drain you can send a message to yourself that you don't believe you're worthy of kindness or of being treated well, or that your needs don't matter as much as everyone else's. Man, that's that self-worth. I'm telling you, I posted something in my stories on Instagram the other day, and it said, how you know he or she's the one? You won't feel drained. Know your worth. If you're always on pins and needles, you're anxious, you're worried, are they going to call me? Are they not going to call me? If I call them, are they going to answer the phone? Like, you don't need that in your life. Obviously, they don't know your worth. And you don't either if you continue to allow that to happen. So, having relationships that drain you can send a message to yourself that you don't believe that you are worthy of kindness or of being treated well, or that your needs don't matter as much as everyone else's. It's this kind of thinking that keeps you in those relationships. Excuse me. Whatever you allow to happen will continue. You get that? What you allow will continue. Where was I at? Flip the script and make your needs a priority. Many of the tools and techniques you use to clear physical clutter can be applied to emotional clutter too. Emotional clutter is different from physical clutter in that it's about feelings rather than stuff. Okay? It's about what you're experiencing versus what you're seeing.
Mommy.
Yes, son?
What do you mean you're going to be done? You're not even done yet.
This is my last part. Is that cool with you?
Yes.
Did you just tell me thank you?
Because I'm hungry.
You're always hungry, RJ.
Are you going to make me something or no?
Of course I am.
What you going to make me?
I don't know. We ain't got that much time because it's almost bedtime.
No.
Let me finish this. All right. Many of the tools and techniques you use to clear physical clutter can be applied to emotional clutter too. Emotional clutter is different from physical clutter in that it's about feelings rather than stuff. It's about what you're experiencing versus what you're seeing because it's intangible. It can be much easier to stuff away or avoid. The good news, you can change things up just by getting started on sorting and clearing, not just things, but your thinking too. Okay? So what does this say? Schedule a time and commit to taking that action. Listen up. Keep an ear out for resistant and negative messages that come up and jot them down. Giving them a voice quiets them and more quickly than avoiding or ignoring them, and it saps them of their power. It also helps you see what's really behind the piles or drains. All right. And so, maybe this will be another live, but common causes of clutter. And 3 common threads are unrealistic expectations, lack of boundaries, that has come up so many times, and old beliefs. Not letting go of the past. So, all right. That is it, y'all. I'll make this part 2. I didn't give it a title when I went live, but I'll make this part 2. And we'll continue with this book another day. And if you didn't get it, make sure you go back to the beginning of this live and purchase that book. It's an amazing, amazing read. So take care of your body so that your body can take care of you. You guys know that health does not happen by chance. It happens by choice. So make the choice to take your health into your hands and begin to do those things that will contribute to your wellness, like incorporating more raw foods in your diet, like addressing your emotional baggage by doing all the solution-based things that I named in the previous video. Self-care, renewing your mind, going out in nature, going for a walk, clearing your mind, meditating, doing those things that will help with your emotions. Okay, you have to keep those in check and often. Oh, I'm sorry, doggy. I'm sorry, puppy. I didn't mean to kick you. So with that being said, you all have a wonderful night. Go and clear your clutter. Go into your closet and get out, or your drawers, get out 5 things that you ain't used in 6 months. Ask yourself those questions. And if you don't need them, get rid of them. Make room for your abundance. Remember, your clutter is tied to your abundance. So if you have clutter in those hot spots that I talked about, if you have clutter in corners of your houses, boxes, stuff sitting on countertop, like, take care of that and make room for what the universe and your team of angels, ancestors, guides are trying to usher into your life with your permission. You got to invite them in, but you got to make room for it. So at the end of every year, I always host a decluttering group. I usually get started in November because I give myself a month jump start. But it's usually for the month of December, clearing out the clutter so that when the new year comes in, you can begin to usher in your prosperity and your abundance. And I did a new ritual this year, and I have to say that it has worked tremendously. I made sure I cleaned out all of the windowsills in my house, every single one of them. And in each windowsill, I put coins, quarters, nickels, dimes. I didn't put pennies, quarters, nickels, and dimes, as much as I wanted to, stack those in the corners. And it was said that abundance will flow throughout the year in your life. And let me tell you, even in this pandemic, which I don't like to acknowledge, flow, the money never stopped. And I'm an entrepreneur, okay? I do have a relevant business, which is something that I learned, but the money never stopped. My abundance has not stopped flowing. My creative ideas have not stopped flowing for me to continue to make money. But it's because I declutter regularly, okay? Cleaning out the cupboards, getting rid of cups that I don't use, getting rid of plates that you don't use, cleaning out that side closet, cleaning out that front closet. I mean, I had coats from when I lived in New York. I'm not wearing those New York coats down here in Charlotte. Get rid of that stuff. I've been here for 15 years. Get rid of it. You know, so over the years, I've decluttered that. I'm going to wear that next year. If I didn't wear that coat the next year, I said, the thing is this, you're getting rid of it. So I've gotten rid of a lot of coats and just things that I would never wear because the weather is very different here. Constantly clear that junk drawer that everybody has in either their kitchen or in their bedroom, or it is the drawer of their nightstand. All of those things. Clear those things and make room for your abundance. There's things that you want. There's things that the universe knows that you want and wants to bring to you, but you have to make room for it, both energetically and physically. So I hope this live part 1 and part 2 brought you some new perspectives, a new way of thinking, some new ways of being, some light bulb moments. I hope that it did. So thank you so much for tuning in each and every Monday night, and I will see you guys on the next live. Peace, love, and wellness. I love you guys.